What's going on, everybody? You're back with Shades, and we're going to continue our Let's Play of Katawa Shoujo. Last time we left off, we had a very insightful discussion with both Nomiya and the art teacher, and Rin. And that Rin is just afraid of change, and that she's not sure if she can handle it. And Nomiya sees her innate potential and just gave some advice on artists. And I really related to that. Let's just say that I really related to that. It makes me want to start writing regularly again. I really should, because I stopped. I just stopped because, I don't know, part of me is like, where do I start? But the thing is, for me, it's the hardest part is starting. Starting to do something creative. I always have these ideas inkling in my mind, and I'm just I should put it to paper. But I'm how do I start? I really should just start it up again. That'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be fun. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? I quickly collect my stuff and step out into the deserted hallway, leaving the teacher alone with his musings. Oops, I clicked outside the window. The weekend will be here soon. It's amazing how fast time flies here. I promised Emmy I'd join her for the celebration of her triumph at the track meet last week, so that should be plenty of fun. Wow, I could have put this in the last bit. I hate when that happens. When it's I could have put this there. God. Are you sure you want to go? The weather that has been wonderful for all of June has finally taken a turn for the worse. The leaden clouds drooping over the town look worrisome, and the air feels heavy and still, just like before rain. The forecast says there's a 60% chance of rain this afternoon. Maybe this will mark the beginning of the rainy season. Of course, I'm sure. I've been waiting for this all week. Emmy had planned a picnic at some nearby park with snacks aplenty bought from the convenience store, but with the weather this gloomy, it seems risky. I asked some other people to come too, but they didn't want to go because of the weather. We have to prove them wrong. Wrong how? You know, how it's always rains when you think it won't, and when you think it will, it doesn't. We'll go no matter what. It's a win-win situation. I've been going without sweets for weeks because of practice for the track meets, and I can splurge on anything I want. Nothing's gonna stop me now. I thought you were all about healthy lifestyle and stuff. Oh, Sal, you understand so little. There's not a single girl on this planet who doesn't love sweets. I think everyone loves sweets, just a specific type of sweets. I like candy. Candy's nice. I like sour candy recently. I really love sour candy. It's so good, but it burns my tongue. I don't like sweets. She doesn't count. Anyway, is this clear? Completely. We'll go and eat our fill of sweets. Damn straight we will. I'm gonna have to work it off later, but it's so worth it. Emmy seems to be extremely determined about this. She is positively exhilarated, brimming with energy as always, but something seems special today. It looks like she can hardly stop herself from jumping up and down on the spot. Come on! I grasp the wooden handle of the umbrella I brought and start to follow the two girls, who seem to have no qualms about leaving me behind if I keep daydreaming. My umbrella is really fancy, the old-fashioned kind with a curved handle and a metal spike at the end. It used to belong to my grandfather. It looks like an antique, but it's in really good shape, almost good as new. It's really big, too. I remember how my grandfather, my grandmother, and I all fit neatly under it when a rainstorm caught us in an afternoon walk years ago, when I was around 9 or 10. My grandparents are both gone now, but I still have the umbrella to keep me dry when it rains. That's cute. That's cute. We walk along the road leading down from the school toward the convenience store, the clouds casting their dark shadow down on us. The weather seems to be taking a turn for the worse, and I'm pretty sure I just felt a raindrop on my head. Didn't you guys think of taking umbrellas? It really looks like it's gonna rain. Rin looks at her limply hanging sleeves and shrugs her shoulders. I don't have one. Besides, the little rain won't kill us. She pushes her chest out and looking very confident about that. We aren't made of sugar. I thought that's exactly what girls are made of, especially considering what you're planning to gorge yourself on today. She just sticks out her tongue in reply. The walk down from the school at the local shopping district is not a long one, but it's not a very short one either. It's all downhill, so our steps roll easily, but time stretches out nevertheless. The distance is right there, in that gray area where you don't expect the trip to be quickly over with, but you aren't prepared for a long walk either. Thus, the trip is slightly too long to stay comfortably quiet the whole time, though the girls don't seem to mind. Rin walked calmly ahead, seemingly lost in thought. I'm kind of worried about starting a conversation, since the last time didn't end very well for either of us. I haven't exchanged a single word with her since then. Emmy, on the other hand, is just way too happy about just walking. She seems to literally jump on every step, or skips over cracks, or balance on the edge of the sidewalk. Every now and then she comments on something, to which Rin replies in an automatic sounding, nonsensical way that makes Emmy giggle a little. As we reach the bottom of the hill, the first raindrops begin to fall. I feel one hit the top of my head and two more hit my nose in quick succession. Jesus Christ. It's not one or two rain clouds anymore. The entire sky has turned shadowy gray, billowing rain clouds swirling right on top of us. Oh shoot, I guess we aren't going to have a picnic then. What now? Maybe we could have a rain picnic. A picnic in the rain. No, we'd all catch a cold and it's not like getting me or my snacks wet. I kind of like it. Not the snacks part though. I think considers our problematic situation for a moment when I open my umbrella and lift it up, trying to hold it so all three of us get covered. Hey Hisa, have you been to the Shanghai yet? It's a cafe somewhere around here, right? I've heard of it. It's a nice place. Let's go there and wait out the rain. If it's really just a quick shower, we can still go for the picnic. If it gets worse, we'll just order cake there instead. Neither Rin nor I have better ideas, so with Emmy taking the lead, we start walking briskly along a side street. The cafe is only a few blocks away, but even with the umbrella, we can't afford getting slightly damp. The rain keeps coming down harder and harder. Raindrops leave tiny dots on the black asphalt road, which then combine into bigger patches like pointless artwork being made in front of our eyes in mere seconds. It's pouring heavily, drumming on the hoods of the cars parked on the side of the street, already flowing in little creeks along the sidewalks. The yellow light shining through the rainwater streaming through the windows looks very warm and inviting. I shake the excess water off the umbrella and head inside with them, following Emmy to a vacant table in the furthest corner of the small cafe. The place is almost full. Apparently other people have the same idea as Emmy, and now we're all stranded together in this cozy little place. Varnished wooden pillars and paper screens mix with the Parisian-style tables and chairs, in discordant harmony, a contrast of the new and old and new. Oh, I'm not in the window. Whoopsie. Like jazz. You like jazz? You like jazz? Like jazz plays quietly in the background, though it's mostly drowned out by the murmur of the customers. There's only one waitress serving the full house, frantically gliding from one table to another. I try to keep up with everything. To my surprise, I think I recognize her. I watch her deliver a tray of teacups and pastries to another table taken by Yamaku students, then take an order from a middle-aged couple sitting across from us before finally turning to serve us. Yuko? Now that she's close and facing me, I see that it really is her, the part-time librarian of Yamaku in full waitress attire. It's a pretty cute outfit, and she has tied her hair up in buns to match. Buns! Wish I could tie my hair up in buns, but it's too short. It's a completely different image from her mousy, plain style at her other job. Yuko blinks a few times, looking confused, then remembers that she was about to say something. Welcome to the Shanghai. So you work here too? Thought you were a university student or something. Yes, that too. It's a part-time job, as you can see. It's Sunday, so there aren't any lectures. Good thing too, since today has been so busy, I'm wishing for another pair of hands. Anyway, I'm in a bit of a rush, you can see, so what can I get you today? Emmy doesn't hesitate for even a second. Her eyes glitter like those of a kid in a candy store. Tea for everyone, and cake for me. Yuko tries to stay as formal and professional looking as possible, smiling cheerily at my ravenous companion. Yes, today we have a choice of strawberry shortcake, raspberry layer cake, or lemon meringue. I'll take the raspberry layer cake, please. That sounds awesome. I want it. Strawberry, no lemon. No, actually, I'll take both. She looks at me in challenge. I'll just take the pie. How dare you! How dare you! Nothing. Emmy makes a face at Rin as though she had bitten into a lemon. She's clearly unhappy with her for not joining in. Oh, come on, Rin. That's not polite at all. Nothing. Thank you. No, you silly. I meant you should order something, too. I'll take a straw, then. My feet are all wet. Sorry? The drinking kind of straw. One, please. Yuko's obviously uncertain for what to think about this. She fiddles with her pen and stationary for a moment. She looks like she's about to cry! Before deciding we finished ordering. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, Yuko, bye! Oh, I feel bad for Yuko. She's so skittish. She bows down a little bit too deeply and scampers to the safety behind the counter. before the ordeal is over with, I have a chance to relax a bit and take a better look at the surroundings. Almost every table is occupied by people happy to be out of the rain, thankfully sipping their tea while waiting to dry off. Fragments of grumbling about the late lousy weather or discussions over recent homework are carried from nearby tables to my ears. Oops, sorry. I did that to the thing. Each one overlaps the other, but all are covered by the sound of falling rain. After a while, Yuka returns to our table carrying a tray with a huge teapot, 3 cups, and a slice of cake with 2 slices of pie. Oh, poor Yuko. She slaps the tray onto our tiny table with a clatter, almost sending the teapot toppling over into Rin's lap. We barely recover before she bows again and leaves, hurrying off to serve other customers. Emmy had been eyeing her strawberry cake very hungrily all this time, but somehow she managed to contain herself until Yuko was out of sight. She digs in with gusto while I content myself with pouring tea for everyone and placing the straw in Rin's cup. Rin looks at the way the tea swirls round and around in her white china cup, her eyes half closed, almost like she's being hypnotized. I pick up my fork and eye the food in front of me. The pie I got looks perfectly done, a thick layer of meringue on top of creamy lemon custard. I mean, I don't mind lemon meringue pie, and it's good, lemon meringue is good. Just straw raspberry layer cake. No one ordered it, and I'm offended. After having the first bite, I pause, savoring the combination of tangy citrus and smooth, sugary meringue. It's quite good, though a bit too sweet for me. You're very good! She's talking through a mouthful of cake, already halfway through her slice, even though it's not exactly small. I want to taste some of that. Before I get to respond, she strikes at my delicious pie, takes a piece with her fork, and escapes with it. This is pretty good, too. Didn't you order one? What are you doing? You have a slice of your own. Yeah, there it is. You have a slice of your own, you fuckwit. Mine. Yeah, but if I started on that before finishing the cake, it'd be rude, don't you think? Her insolence is outrageous, but the gentleman in me allows for no retaliation. I mean, same. Like, I've like gone out to eat with a bunch of friends, and if they want to eat from my plate, they're gonna eat from my plate. I'm not gonna stop them. It's just a thing that happens, and I'm just like, fine, go ahead. It's not a big deal. It's not about being passive. It's about being, hey, I know you well enough that this is okay. We're family now. I glare at her angrily, and then she replies by sticking out her tongue impishly. Emmy is even more hyper than usual today, but I don't mind. It's good for her to let off some steam. I take another sip of the tea in my cup. It's good and hot, even though I don't usually care much for tea, and the atmosphere in the cafe is very relaxing. I don't mind spending the rest of the afternoon here, not even after Emmy orders her second piece of strawberry cake, and Ren spends most of the time staring fixedly at the rain streaming down from the heavens. Even Yuko rolls her eyes at the third piece of cake, disappearing into Emmy's bottomless stomach just as quickly as the previous 2. Jesus Christ, woman! Despite the passing of time, it's still raining outside when we exit the Shanghai, though it seems to be letting up a little. It's too bad it had to rain on your parade. Weren't we supposed to have a picnic? Emmy doesn't look too distraught over the turn of events. Sorry. Nah, it's fine. We had a good time, didn't we? I feel really pumped up. It isn't even raining that hard anymore. I kind of want to hike back to school just to get rid of this energy and work off some of that cake. She stretches her arms out and arches her back like a cat. After rolling her shoulders around twice, she smiles brightly. Man, I can't really run with these legs, though, especially uphill. I wish I'd brought my other ones. The notion sounds odd, spoken so casually, but I guess for Emmy, changing legs is sort of like changing someone else's clothing. Maybe if I walk really fast, it'll be like running. I think I'll do that. Oh, I guess she can't run in her normal legs, the casual legs. I won't be able to keep up with that going uphill, though. I'm in really bad shape. Plus, you'll get wet without an umbrella. It's hardly even a drizzle now. A few drops won't hurt. I think I'm gonna go check after I change my legs, too. Emmy skips away from the protection of my umbrella and goes ahead at a brisk pace. Suddenly, she seems to remember something else as she stops and spins around. See you tomorrow! Come eat lunch with us on the roof. I'll bring you enough for 3. Rin and I are left to watch her wave at us skip off again. Soon she disappears around the street corner. I'll never understand why Emmy is perpetually in such a hurry to get somewhere. So, would you like me to walk back to school? So that at least one of you won't get wet? If you are happy with it. It seems neither of us want to keep alive the strange atmosphere from the argument a few days ago in the art room. It wasn't even an argument! It was like, hey, I don't want to talk about this. Walk away. It wasn't even an argument. Which makes me feel relieved. I don't want to bear grudges with him, and I'm happy that Rin feels the same way. It's more like Rin doesn't care enough. Thus, it's decided that we are content with each other's company for now, and we start walking in the same direction as Emmy, albeit at a considerably calmer pace. CG! I get a bit closer to Rin, even though the umbrella is already big enough to shelter us both. I can feel her nearby warmth, providing a contrast to the chill of this rainy weather. Raindrops hitting the umbrella makes a distinctive sound, playing the staccato melody of rainfall for nobody in particular. I realized I hadn't been outside in the rain in what feels like forever. I inhale, taking in the scent of rain, feeling the weather with all my senses. The words melt into a blur inside the rain. The colors of the sky have deepened from gray to dark blue, with hues of red added to the mix from the sunlight reflecting off the clouds. The low-hanging sky looks pretty, as if I could reach out with my hand and touch it. Have I told you how much I like rain? It's like painting. It makes me feel connected. Almost echoing my thoughts, Rin lets out one of her own. It slips out of her mouth, circling around us gently. Everything looks so soft, like the outlines of things just disappear. I like that. It's like the rain is hugging me. Her voice sounds different from usual, more gentle, now, and soft. I wonder if it's only because of the rain or because of the mood the rain brought upon the quiet artist girl. I feel the mood in myself, too, enhanced by her words. Yeah, I like rainy weather, too. It's nice every once in a while. I personally hate rainy weather. It's gloomy, it's humid, and I hate it. Yeah, it's quiet, it's calm, but it's just... I just don't like rain. It's inconvenient. I wonder what it is about the rain. Everything. As silence follows the statement, it allows for no continuation, and I decide to push the direction of the conversation a little. But you know, if you like the feeling of being connected, what's the problem with showing your paintings to others? Don't you want to be connected to other people? It's not the same thing. You're comparing apples to squids. That's not the phrase, but okay. Hold on, I want to do something. Thank you. I brought up the subject Rin wants to avoid, and it shuts her down again. The question stays hanging between us for the rest of the trip back to school, and I can't help wondering what on earth I could have truly said to reach Rin. Does she feel that she's lacking an identity? She has a strong personality, but if pressed to elaborate, I'm not sure I could describe it accurately. She feels like a person who's in constant conflict with herself. I never know what to expect when I talk to her. I wonder how she herself experiences the disconnect. If Rin is asking herself every day, who am I, and obsessively paints things images to define herself day after day, what does she think of that way of living? The irony is, that's the exact same question I've been asking myself for the past 4 or 5 months. For me, it was miserable. I can only assume that it's the natural state of being for this girl. Well, that's dark and depressing. When we stop in front of the dormitories, Rin turns to face me as if sensing my thoughts from afar. Her gaze traveled emptily past my left shoulder into the shapeless rainfall. Her dark eyes seem to suck the low ambient light into themselves like a reverse mirror. That empty gaze lets out nothing. If I want to understand what's going on behind those eyes, I'll have to work it out myself. Ren opens her mouth and then closes it without saying anything. The silence lasts for a few moments before she takes a step toward the dorm building door. See you tomorrow. Interesting. I still have a good amount of time left. I'm gonna keep going, despite it being a cut here. My mouse is in the frickin' screen. Next morning, like every Monday morning until he says otherwise, I have an appointment with the nurse. They allow me to skip part of my first class in the morning, and I don't feel any shame in skipping the rest either. Rather than being thankful I get to miss world history, I instead feel dread when I think about these appointments. Because you're not exercising and doing what the nurse said to do. I wake up in the normal time anyway and wash myself in the bathroom. I shower with Kenji, tidying my sleep-disheveled hair. I quickly get dressed and put my laundry in the basket. I pack up for the school day. I have all my homework done like usual, so I have a bit of free time now. There's no point in going to the morning class for 20 minutes before I have to get to the nurse's office, so I lie down on my bed and read a book until it's time to go. The door to the nurse's office is open, which is unusual. I enter while knocking to announce my arrival. Looking up from his computer screen, he motions to me to take a seat with a friendly hello. Steam wafts up from a piping hot cup of coffee on his desk. It's probably not his first today. How are you feeling on this wonderful morning, Hisao? I'm alright, I think. It was a cold yesterday because of the rain, so I woke up feeling a bit groggy. You too, huh? Quite a few kids caught without an umbrella, so we've been spending time handing out masks and curing sniffles. By the way, quick cultural fact, it's not normal it's the only time you would skip school in Japan for being sick is if you're bedridden, like you can't get out of bed, like it's that bad. But if it's like a common cold, you're still expected to go to school, which is normal. But like in order to prevent like the spread of germs, because you sneeze, they give you the masks. All right, today it's test day. Give me your arm. I extend my left arm toward him, keeping my face expressionless. The nurse ties a rubber tourniquet around my bicep with a practice movement and briskly goes about his business. I don't think anybody really likes getting stuck with needles, but at least I got over my distaste for them. I had to. I barely even twitch at the moment of truth. Once that's done, a blood pressure check follows, and then there's checklists and questionnaires to go through. The nurse nods and scribbles in my answers to the questions as I give them. Alright, let's have a listen now. I unbuttoned my shirt and put it neatly on the back of the chair I was using while he puts on his stethoscope. I know by heart the order of places where he's going to listen to my lungs and heartbeat. I adjust my breathing to be even and deep without even being asked. It's become routine now for both of us. It's funny, this is pretty much the only time in one's life when you really can concentrate on breathing and nothing else. It always amuses me. The nurse lifts the cold steel stethoscope from my chest and places it a few inches lower, listening again. The contact of the metal makes me flinch on reflex, even though I was expecting it. He furrows his brow, but I can't tell if it's because he's unhappy or if he's trying to pick something out specific out among the complex multitude of irregularities in my heartbeat. Is there something wrong? Please don't talk. I shut up and become more anxious. The nurse is nice, but I can't help disliking these mandatory checkups. I wonder if I'm going to end up hating all the medical appointments from now on because of these. He finally lifts up the circular plate from my chest, allowing me to talk again. Everything seems fine. Are you feeling alright yourself? I suppose. I was out yesterday when it was raining, and yeah, I feel a bit under the weather in the morning. Maybe I got a cold. Were you with Emmy? She came down with a cold too. My people told her to stay in the bed for a day or two. Really? I mean, I was with her, but I didn't know she got sick. I guess it was a dumb thing after all, for her to go out in the rain like that. Well, let's put that aside. Everything seems to check out for you, but remember to be careful. Of course, I really don't want to go back to the hospital. He catches something, maybe repressed terror, I don't know, in my voice and glances up from some papers he was looking at. Hey, don't worry. At this stage, it would take a huge crash in your condition to get you re-hospitalized. It really doesn't reassure me, but grumbling about it to him won't make any difference. I quietly take my leave. Walking along the corridor from the auxiliary building to the main school building, I encounter a young female nurse coming along the other way. She smiles at me when we pass by each other. The lobby is empty of people, no surprise, since classes are still going on. I hear muffled sounds of discussion coming from behind the first floor classroom doors. I glance at my watch. I'd have to rush to my classroom in time. I don't feel like going to class anyway, so I decide to climb up to the roof and have an extra long lunch break. Emmy promised she'd bring something for me today, but if she's sick, that's probably not going to happen. I'm not feeling hungry anyway, so it's all the same. I climb up the steep stairwell to the roof. Is oddly liberating, almost like losing weight. I feel satisfaction doesn't wind me as badly as it did the first time I came up here. I push open the squeaky door at the top and step into the sunlight. The chain link fence allows for a grand view over the treetops, all the way to the gray silhouettes of downtown further away. The dreary weather of yesterday is just a memory now. The silvery blue sky seems to be a mere arm's reach away. I forget for a moment that I'm in a bad mood. The warmth of the sun soaks into my bones, making me drowsy and lazy instead. And I think I'm going to end the part there. I actually have like a minute or two left, but to be honest, it's probably good to end under the time limit. Ugh. I kind of regret that there's always like some episodes when I'm recording this that like I have a lot to say, and then I have some that I had nothing to say at all, in like from my personal opinion, you know, or my personal experience. I like it when I have something to say, but like when it comes to these medical issues and like things like that, I'm just like I have nothing to say. I'm like a generically healthy body. Like there's no condition in me that makes it so that I need like constant checkups or whatever, but it is a struggle to keep my body healthy because I am overweight, and my family history is diabetic. Yeah, it's just like me watching what I do. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me from this series, hit the subscribe button. And you're not exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and I hope you've enjoyed your day in the shades. See you guys next time. Bye.